गं गणपतये नमः। ॐ गं गणपतये नमः। गणपतये गं गणपतये नमः। ॐ 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 गं Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam 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 Ganapataye Namaha.
Greetings, everyone, and welcome to another powerful time to come together and chant the name of Lord Ganesha, whose birthday is coming up shortly. And it is such an honor and a pleasure to be of service and support. My name is Sucharita. For those of you who don't know me, wishing you all a very warm welcome on this Wednesday, August 12th, 2020. It is the 12th day that we have come together and chanted 1008 times Om Gum and put it into the various parts of our brain, the parts of our body, the chakra system, and all around us. And we shifted dimensions. So we've gone beyond this third dimensional reality. So how we will roll out today's call, as we have been over the past several days since we started on August 1st, is that we're going to listen to a message from Dr. Pillai. We'll watch a video, and he's going to be sharing about how it is so important to connect with Lord Ganesha. And he's going to give us a little technique that we can easily do at home and call on Ganesha, bring him in. I'm not going to give it away, so settle in. And as people are coming into this call today, welcome. We will come back after the video presentation and we will dive into a preparatory meditation, setting the stage for us to let go of anything that is no longer serving us from our daily activities or up until this point in time that has culminated, and it is affecting our body, our mind, our soul energetically, and it's distracting us. So we want to get into a settled meditation, a good foundation before we start chanting 1008 Om Gums. And then collectively around the world, we're going to multiply that by how many ever number of people there are here. So we'll have this exponential energy shift and this charge of obstacle removing energy collectively. So then we can raise the roof and bring in Ganesha into the earth plane and then into everybody who is participating, whether you're doing that live or going to be watching it on a recording. It's an eternal moment brought to you by Let's Open Up the Vortex and take the energy in, drink it in, and build that consciousness inside of us so we can be super intelligent. We can do things very quickly. We can find shortcuts out of our problems or our situations that we find ourselves that are causing problems in relationships or finances or our health or our job, business, career, or our spiritual path. There are blocks everywhere. So Ganesha is the one who puts them there just so that we will call on his name and watch them be removed super quickly. So that's what we're going to do. Let's get settled in and enjoy today's practice. I'm going to pop up a shared screen so you'll see the video, and then we will come back in about 10 minutes from now.
When I do this, Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha, it's not just a superstitious ritual. When I call on him, he does come. Do you want me to show you the proof? This is somebody who fell down her cell phone when I was calling on Ganesha. He did come. Do you want to see? And yeah, it's here. You see that? See the elephant? He does come. That's the fire. And you can see whomsoever you invite, they will show their light form. You and I have light forms too. You know, there are many photographs of mine where you can, the camera picked up my light body, and this is some time ago in Hawaii. Which year was that?
2000.
2000?
December 2009.
2009?
December.
2009. That was about 11 years ago. And I was in a forest of special trees called Rudraksha trees. See, for instance, I have a bead made up of Rudraksha tree beads. And they have the ability to bring the divine. There are 200, 300 trees there. And here you see that my light body was picked by the camera. You can see the light body, and that was my wife. I was presenting her one of the Rudraksha beads. And there are other people in the car, and their body was not light. Doesn't mean that they don't have a light body. Yeah, everybody has a light body. And it was so fortunate that we were able to see my light body. There are several of my pictures over a period of 20 years of my light body, because my concern has always been not to focus on the physical body, but only on the light body. And then eventually everybody should get the light body. That's at least my wish and prayer. So when you call on God, he does come, or she does come. The goddess is there. And then, and this ghee, which is clarified butter, is feeding them. This is what they eat. Okay. So what is important is to engage with God, not the goddess. And that's why they have created these devices or technologies, which is a fire ritual technology. Another one is the statue serves as a machine through which you can contact. This is the point of contact with it for the divine. And I carry a Ganesha's crystal statue, because crystal statue is very powerful. So these are very doable, not complicated, doesn't require any understanding, but just faith. Faith enough. Then you contact with the divine. Unfortunately, this has been forgotten. I recommend that just light a lamp. You don't have to do a fire ritual and then make something like this, and put the ghee inside, and then just take some ghee and then say, Om Gam Ganapataye Swaha. And then the prayer should be a heartfelt prayer. Om Gam Ganapataye Swaha. And then, as I have always said, when you are scattered, put lights in the eyes, ears, tongue, nostrils, and on top of the head. Then that will take you out of the confused, mundane, scattered consciousness to a more focused state of consciousness. And then you can do it anytime you want, even if we cannot do it with a physical light, although if we do the physical light and with an image of Ganesha, that will be more powerful. And if you think that, I don't have the time to do it, no, we have time for everything else, but except for God, that's really pathetic. Make time for God, and He will make time for you. And that's the bottom line. Okay. You will get the results. No prayer will ever go unrealized if you do it with your heart and cry to God, hear it. Every day I wake up to the problems, thinking that the problem will be solved. Nothing happens. The following day I am the same, if not worse. So what's the way you can address this issue? Is just Om Gam Ganapataye Swaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Swaha. Now chant with me. Om Gam Ganapataye Swaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Swaha. Ganesha rises from your navel chakra, moves up, goes to the third eye, and there he can give you a darshan, means a vision. Om Gam Ganapataye Swaha. 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 Make a prayer to Ganesha to help you to transcend your human confused mind, to get to a level of consciousness where you can see Him. I like the song that George Harrison used to sing, My Sweet Lord. He wants to see the Lord. He wants to be with the Lord. But it takes too long. It doesn't take too long. God is very, very close to you. He will answer all your prayers. All that you want is trust, faith. If you have faith, Jesus said, you can move mountains. Not a lot of faith, a mustard seed. If you have faith like a mustard seed, you can move mountains. A little bit of faith.
So a little bit of faith is what we need. And what is faith? It's utter positivity. So we're going to create that energy that feels so good inside when we chant Ganesha and put the light of his being into us, and we grow or expand that consciousness from head to toe, from the ground up and all around. So let's get into a deep state of receptivity, as deep as we can today. So closing your eyes and putting your attention internally, we're going to call on Ganesha to remove the obstacles, and then we'll call on Dr. Pillai to empower our body, our mind, our soul to commune with Ganesha. So your eyes are closed, you're pouring your attention down into your feet, and then it's coming back up the legs into your pelvic region. A ray of light shoots up the backbone and pierces all the chakras in the subtle body. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha Nirvignam Kuru Kuru. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha Nirvignam Kuru Kuru. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha Nirvignam Kuru Kuru. Now receive 2 beams of light in your eyeballs. 2 beams of light in either ear, piercing your eardrums, going into the inside of your head and lighting it up. 2 beams of light shoot up your nostrils. A beam of light in your mouth, piercing the tongue, lighting it up, lighting up the back of the throat. A beam of light comes down from the heavens, pierces the top of your skull. Feel it penetrating into your brain. Your brain lights up. A ray of light pierces your third eye in the forehead and then goes into the middle of the brain. Imagine Dr. Pillai appearing before you in a vast light, in his light body. He embraces you with the light that will shift your destiny, that will remove your negative, congested energies contributing to bad karmas. He will enliven your body, your mind, your soul. Embrace the light from head to toe. Om Dram Dattatreya Shiva Baba Namaha. Allow the light to pierce through your skin, goes in to your subtle bodies, enlivening your chakras. Om Dram Dattatreya Shiva Baba Namaha. Om Dram Dattatreya Shiva Baba Namaha. Embrace the light. Make your prayer or set your intention for this practice. so that you can receive the blessings to remove obstacles in whatever area of your life you need help with right now. And then let it go. Focus your attention on the base of your spine, the root chakra or Muladhara. In the pelvic region, embrace the light of Ganesha, and we'll begin our chanting practice. Putting the sounds in the root chakra. Om Gam, 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 Om Gam. Om Gam, 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 Om Gam. Om Gam, 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 Om Gam. Om Gam, 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 Om Gam. Om Gam, 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 Om Gam. Om Gam, 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 Om Gam. Om Gam, 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 Om Gam. Om Gam, 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 Om Gam. Om Gam, Om Gam. Allow the light to explode beyond the Muladhara chakra in all directions. Imagine shifting beyond this third dimensional plane of existence here on the earth plane, going beyond, shift dimensions. Bring your attention into your belly, your navel chakra. Fill it with the light of Ganesha and the sounds. Om Gam, 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 Om Gam. Om Gam, 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 Om Gam. Om Gam, 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 Om Gam. Om Gam, Om Gam, Om Gam, Om Gam. Om Gam, Om Gam. Allow the light to explode in all directions beyond the belly. Shift dimensions. Move up now to your heart center, middle of the chest. Light it up. Fill it with the sounds. Om Gam, 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 Om Gam. Om Gam, 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 Om Gam. Om Gam, 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 Om Gam. Om Gam, 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 Om Gam. Om Gam, 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 Om Gam. Om Gam, 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 Om Gam. Om gum 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 om gum. The light explodes beyond the heart center in all directions. Shift dimensions. Now, bring your attention into your throat, your mouth, your nostrils, the airway passages, for the prana, the life force as well. Fill it with light, the sounds of Ganesha. Om gum 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 om gum. The light explodes beyond the throat in all directions. Shift dimensions. Now bring your attention up into the middle of your brain. Ask Ganesha to take you to your third eye that corresponds with the pineal gland. Fill it with light, the sounds. Om gum 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 om gum. The light explodes beyond the third eye in all directions. Shift dimensions. Now put your attention into your brain, the frontal lobe. Ask Ganesha to take you to the anterior cingulate cortex, where you can access the von economo neurons, the super intelligent neurons, the highest compassionate neurons. Light up your brain, sides of the brain, back of the brain, middle of the brain. Om gum 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 om gum. Om gum 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 om gum. Om gum 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 om gum. Om gum 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 om gum. Om gum 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 om gum. Om gum 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 om gum. Om gum om gum om gum om gum om gum om gum. Om gum om gum. The light explodes beyond the brain in all directions. Shift dimensions. Now move your attentional energy into your eyes. Pour the light of Ganesha in your eyes with the sounds. Om gum 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 om gum. Om gum 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 om gum. Om gum 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 om gum. Om gum 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 om gum. Om gum om gum om gum om gum om gum om gum. Om gum om gum om gum. The light explodes beyond the eyes in all directions. Shift dimensions. Now put your attention on your ears. Go into the eardrums. Pierce them with light. Light up the inside of the head. Om gum 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 om gum. Om gum 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 om gum. Om gum 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 om gum. Om gum 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 om gum. Om gum om gum om gum. The light explodes beyond the ears, beyond the head, in all directions. Shift dimensions. Now send 2 rays of light up your nostrils with the sounds. Om gum 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 om gum. Om gum 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 om gum. Om Gam, 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 Om Gam. Om Gam, Om Gam. The light explodes beyond the nostrils. Shift dimensions. A light enters your mouth, fills up your tongue, and the back of your throat is full of light. Om Gam, 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 Om Gam. Om Gam, 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 Om Gam. Om Gam, 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 Om Gam. Om Gam, Om Gam. The light explodes beyond the mouth in all directions. Shift dimensions. Now the whole head is lit up. Pour your attentional energy into your neck, deep into your throat, all the way across the shoulders, the chest, the back, the arms, the hands and fingers. Shoot the light out of the hands and fingers, the palms. Om Gam, 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 Om Gam. Om Gam, 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 Om Gam. Om Gam, Om Gam, Om Gam, Om Gam, Om Gam, Om Gam, Om Gam. Om Gam, Om Gam. The light explodes beyond the body in all directions. Shift dimensions. Pour your attentional energy down the torso of your body. Light up all the organs. Scan inside, outside. Release any toxic emotions or thoughts or memories or lower vibrations, pain. Release it. Cleanse the organs with the light and the sounds. Om Gam, 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 Om Gam. Om Gam, 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 Om Gam. Om Gam, 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 Om Gam. Om Gam, Om Gam. The light explodes beyond the body in all directions. Shift dimensions. Pour your attentional energy down your legs from the pelvic region into the buttocks, the thighs, the shins, the calves, all the way down into the feet and toes, even into the ground. The light moves back up from the ground, the feet, up the shins and calves, the legs, the thighs, buttocks, pelvic region. Om gum 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 om gum. Now move your attentional energy from the ground up, scanning up the body, inside, outside, in the aura, cleansing it with the light of Ganesha, feeling him growing, expanding, the consciousness, releasing anything that is no longer serving you for your highest good. Move up, move up, move up to the top of the head, even beyond in the aura, and then scan it back down from the top of the head, the aura, all the way back down to the feet, and continue to do that, releasing lower vibrations and empowering you with Ganesha. The scanning is removing the screen so you can be Ganesha from head to toe. Om gum 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 om gum. Now imagine Dr. Pillai embracing you once again, filling you with light, the super consciousness of Ganesha, enlivening the sound vibrations. Feel the throb of the energy of the sounds. Om Gum. From head to toe. Om Gum, 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 Om Gum. Om Gam, 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 Om Gam. Om Gam, 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 Om Gam. Om Gam, Om Gam, Om Gam. Om Gam. Om Gam. The whole body is lit up. You've gone beyond the body, beyond the third dimension. Radiating out, shifting dimensions. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Peace to the body, the mind, the soul, the environment, the world, the universe. All beings be at peace. And as you're slowly, slowly letting go of the process, you can be saying your prayers of gratitude to Dr. Ply for bringing your soul here to get filled up with the light and love and super consciousness of Ganesha. Make a prayer to everybody who joined today. Collectively, there's so much more energy than we could experience perhaps on our own with our own individual effort. Then pray for what it is that you want, help or support from Ganesha. And a final word of prayer, appeal, plea to Ganesha. Go to those who need it the most and help them. Give them food, clothing, shelter, medicine, water, clean water, and love. And relax. Slowly, slowly come back to yourselves. When you're ready, you can open your eyes. Thank you so much for joining, everyone. Those of you who need to go, we'll see you tomorrow. Those of you who are going to stay, come on back. Where did we go? So it'll be great to hear from you, those people who want to pop their experience onto the chat. That's very helpful for inspiring others, as well as your questions, whatever questions you have. And again, I'm just going to pop up the Living Ganesha course that the initiations are going to be happening in, I think it's going to be starting, it's starting August 15th. And the early bird is over. So the early bird pricing, there was some extra remedies and things like that, but you can still join. So check that out. We've been talking about it for the past couple of weeks together, and it is so important, as people have been sharing on the chats throughout these calls, that they're jumping in because they're being called to bring this Ganesha consciousness into their lives so they can experience all the different forms of Ganesha that Dr. Pillai is going to initiate everyone into. And he's going to be doing personal initiations into at his own private puja room. So everyone who is enrolled in the program, he's going to be looking at your name and your star, and he's going to be really calling on the Ganeshas for you to come and enliven your body, mind, and soul and make the changes that you haven't been able to make in your life. That's what Satguru does. It doesn't need too much other than to see what souls are coming. And then just on our behalf, he negotiates, okay, come on, they've got some stubborn karma, but look at, they're making the effort. And your life will shift forever and won't ever go back to the suffering with Ganesha's blessings. So those we've been talking about, the different forms, the initiations, Heramba Ganesha. He's the golden Ganesha of the golden age. He has 5 heads. So 5 heads are way better than 1. So it's going to awaken the consciousness into the earth plane, and as well in your life for sure. It will spill over into everyone around you, because the people in your life are part of your karma. People always ask, how can my family benefit? They're benefiting by you doing your spiritual practices. So whether they chant a mantra or not, they're going to be benefiting, and their lives are going to be shifting. So that's the Living Ganesha course, 8 initiations. The course is going to be happening every night for 8 days in a row, from the 15th to the 22nd. And Dr. Pillai is going to be giving the initiations, the special teachings, the lecture around it. And then Gina Lakshmi, Pillai Center teacher, will be answering questions and guiding people during those 8 days. And then after that, the people who are part of the premier program, they will also receive weekly, I think it's 3 weekly follow-up calls. I'll be hosting those calls for everyone. And you can ask questions or go over the materials, because when we're being initiated, it's so empowered. There's so much power and energy. You're just immersed with God consciousness. Your mind can't even string together thoughts, let alone words, to come and ask a question. So once you get into the teachings, you take a chunk of the teachings, then we will unpack it for you and remind you of all the goodies. So that is something, how we will support you as Pillai Center teachers after the initiations from Dr. Pillai. So it's heavy duty teachings coming in. And we've been around for a few decades, and Dr. Pillai is really bringing it on. So it is the time, it's 2020, the time of the golden age. And so we need all these beings who are not just from the tradition, the Indian tradition. They are spiritual beings whose energy is inside of us, but we need to unlock the secrets. So people always say, well, where is Ganesha? He's inside of us. So we've got to get that potential unlocked. So everyone has a high potential, but we can't all get the secret unlocked unless we have the key to do that. And so Dr. Pillai has been authorized to do that. Sadhguru, he has been commissioned by the siddhas to say, come on, bring it in. We need Ganesha. Look at what's happening in the world. It's super crazy for too long. And there's way too much intelligence going on, but it's going wasted on just material and science and so on, and trying to prove that you have a better life because you have X, Y, Z material wise, but there's so much emptiness. So it's kind of like we're selling our souls. We've got to get our soul back to match the material that we want to see and live in comfort and joy and happiness. 100% spiritual, 100% material. That's what Dr. Ply is all about. So someone is asking, can you extend the early bird pricing? The thing is, go now, you better ask now, because what happens is they have to put your name and star into all these different pujas that are being done at various times throughout the whole period, and it's starting already. So you may, I'm not sure, but you may have missed the first day. But then again, see what you can do. Melba is saying, I have attempted to contact people at Ply Center, but they don't take calls. I emailed them. Oh, that went away. Okay, I'm going to open the chat now so I can respond to these people's questions. Okay. Hi. Hi, everyone. Yeah. Kelly, I'm going to be doing the ones at the end of the initiation. So Lakshmi Gina, she will be hosting the initiation or the support calls after Dr. Ply gives the initiation. Then after all the 8 days of initiation, there will be 3 weeks, once a week, that I'll be hosting those calls to go over the materials, to unpack it for everyone, make sure that you're on track, and then have that community come together and share their experiences and ask questions. Hey, which Ganesha should I pray to for health or well-being? Or because there's going to be so much information, we want to make sure that you're not overwhelmed, and how you can move forward, practically speaking, in your life and apply it every day in different ways that it's going to work for you, because it's a lot. You could be just meditating all day with all those Ganeshas. So we want to make sure that whatever aspect of your life is the one that is most urgent, then we can give you suggestions about which Ganeshas. And you might intuitively just be drawn to it. So cool, you're fine. But most people, like I said, when I get initiated with Dr. Ply, I don't remember a thing during the initiation. I feel like I do remember what he was saying, but then you go and you read the transcript and you go, whoa, I missed like 90% of it. So that's what we want to do, is make sure that you have everything. There's a website, it's evergreen. You can get on the Facebook group, it's private. What's up? That's private. So you'll have just the people who are initiated into Ganesha, and then they'll be your best friends forever. So, you can keep using the teachings and keep getting inspired by one another. Shar is saying, yay, Sucharita, it'd be wonderful to be with you for the next 3 weeks after the course. Yeah, it'll be great to be with you guys. It'll be awesome. Elvia is saying here, I received an email from Ply Center saying that the early bird has been extended until August 14th. Hoo, yay. So it's August 12th now here in Eastern Daylight Savings Time. It's going to be almost August 13th because we're at 11 p.m. So it will be going into midnight of August 13th. So then it's like you have 48 hours. So get in there. Thank you for sharing that. Sue is saying here, Suchichi, make my night. That's cute. Thank you so much. You guys make my night. What else would I be doing? Chanting by myself in my own little room. So it's great having everybody coming, and whether you're coming and going or whether you're staying here for the whole time. it's good to have your feedback, because this is something that's very important to Dr. Ply, that we build the foundation so that when he pours in the initiation, you're going to be really strong and steady with Ganesha consciousness. It's like you have a great Wi-Fi, divine Wi-Fi connection. So even if you can't come every time to this free live chanting, then, you know, continue chanting in the daytime or listening to it. Keep building that, planting those seeds, building that consciousness, growing that consciousness, expanding it, breathing it in, breathing it out. Those are all different ways to experience it or to explore it. So it's very, very key that you keep staying steady and get stronger and stronger in the energy, such that when the initiation comes, you'll be just like, oh yeah, I'm solid. I'm not going to get knocked over. Although having said that, I've been knocked over. And the consciousness will come, and then it will release anything that isn't serving you, and then it will start to rebuild you, reconstruct you. We need to reconstruct our consciousness so that we are becoming more evolved to our highest potential. And that's God self. Our highest self-esteem is God self-esteem. Okay, so are there any questions or comments that I didn't read? If so, then please post them. I'm just scrolling quickly through the chat. Francisco. Julia is saying here, thanks for guiding us to such a beautiful meditation. Lots of gratitude. That's what meditation is always there. It's a stream of consciousness. What we're trying to do is tap into it. So Dr. Ply's grace and blessings are here, and collectively we're all kind of like these, you know, birds with our mouth open, like, you know, feed us. So that's how it is for anyone who is doing service for Dr. Ply. We're just here to be the mouth, to, you know, guide people with the words that need to be said, or his energy is really, really the most important thing. And then it's not from outside, it's from inside of each and every one of us. So for some strange reason, maybe not so strange, but many lifetimes we left off of what the teachings were. And now we've come back, and we don't want to blink and miss it. So it's great that you're going deep into this stream of consciousness, and Dr. Ply is able to keep you steady and strong and keep filling you up and taking you to those wonderful states of being, and then experiencing Ganesha consciousness. So someone is saying yawning. So yawning or sneezing. At one point I thought I was going to sneeze, but then it just dissipated because that might have been a mess. So when I was chanting, so yawning or sneezing or coughing, or like you just want to move your body, which we do, you know, encourage people, move your body, do some gentle stretches to try and get the energy moving through you. So it will expand and make some space. So you let stuff go, and then you allow that void to be filled with all this grace and blessings of Ganesha. Lots of gratitude. Lovely. Kelly saying, I enrolled in the Living Ganesha program last week. Yay. So check out the links below this video to keep guiding you, reminding you to navigate the YouTube. And there's a fire lab that's going on, the mini fire lab, which, oh, that's what I wanted to do too, is I wanted to just pull this out here. Look at that. So this is can you see the ghee lamp? Can someone just post on the chat? You can see it. Yes. Hopefully you can see it. Oh, yes. Okay. So what we do is, Dr. Ply said, if you have a ghee lamp, maybe I'll just put a little up close and personal here. There you go. So this is, it's got a little Ganesha there with his Ganesha grass, his Durva grass, Bermuda grass, and then also a little flower offering. So if you have a little statue, that's like a landing pad for the divine. I'm just popping it up here. So what Dr. Ply said is you can just have, you know, this got a little solidified. You can melt the ghee, and then you can just simply be chanting Om Gam Ganapataye Swaha. So even just with the ghee, like in a big lump, it'll go, that's fine. The ghee is what the gods love. So we're giving the food. And then the ghee is like gold for them. Om Gam Ganapataye Swaha. Or you can simply say Om Gam Swaha. So every time you give just a little bit of ghee, you can do it with a dropper as well, an eyedropper. And then Ganesha will come into the flame. So you don't want to put the ghee right on the flame, put it out. So you can just simply set that up. If you don't have a ghee lamp, you can set one up with a candle, a little mini fire lab with a candle. And then you just put it on it, make sure that it's on a dish. And then you put just a little bit of drops into the wax, not on the flame, into the wax. And it doesn't matter that you put tons on it. I just had extra room, so I put a little bit more. Yeah, you just simply can do that. That's it. Look at how small that is, like a finger size, fingernail size. Om Gam Swaha. Om Gam Swaha. Om Gam Swaha. Then you just can be gazing at the lamp, gazing at the flame, and then imagine the divine coming in and then radiating the energy into your being. So I just have it off to the side because I don't want you looking at me. I want you to look at the flame. So, but as you're meditating, you can have it in front of you like that. And then you can just be gazing, and then it's going into your third eye. Imagine a flame in your third eye and moving with and the energy is coming from the being coming in and activating the third eye. So you just do it like 3 times. Look what we did in just a few Om Gams. Swaha. So that there another mini fire lab is going to be coming up in about 50 minutes from now on Ply Center Practice YouTube, which is what you're on right now. So please join that. It's been fabulous. I did one the other night and it was amazing. It was awesome. I was up all night. There was so much energy. What's the difference between Swaha and Namaha? So magic is a great question. When you're offering, when you're just chanting a mantra, you can say Namaha. So Swaha means, hey, come on in. Swaha is considered to be the wife of Agni, the fire god. So again, the flame is not just fire as in the element here on the earth plane. Fire is from heaven and it's God. So you go to the wife of the god, you say swaha, and then he says, okay, my wife said it's good. Your offering is good, so you get the blessings. That's one way it's been described. Another way, it's an invocation to really be present to the sacredness. It's so divine, and the swaha is what will bring that heat and intelligence and light and like millions of suns, and you'll feel the burn inside of you as if you're on fire. So when you're offering swaha, when you're just saying a mantra, namaha. Sometimes when you're offering like a puja, you can say namaha, like a offering flowers, or no fire lab. This is for the fire lab swaha. Sometimes Dr. Pillai will chant swaha, meaning get here now, in your fire light body now. So yes, Melinda, try it out. And then also join the fire labs. If you can't stay up because it's like midnight, or maybe it's beyond that, early in the morning for other people, might be too much for you. So you can watch the recordings. They're very powerful. And they're only like 15 minutes. But you just like, whoa, super intense. So check them out. Shashar saying, during the first live stream, Goddess Fire Lab, July 17th at 36:24, Babaji says, when you are praying, say namaha. When offering, use swaha. There you go. That's offering in the fire, in the mini fire lab. Okay, so Michael is saying here, according to Gina, the course will start on August 15th at 7 p.m. Pacific Daylight Savings Time. So that's, again, that's 10 p.m. when we meet here, Eastern Daylight Savings Times. That's conversion. So it's the same. You're used to it, so you just get initiated at this time slot. And if some people say, well, what if I don't get initiated live because it's, whatever time in the morning? Yeah, it's okay. You will receive the blessings from Dr. Pillai. It's already the initiation. Here's the thing. I'm going to say it this way. So the initiation already is done. What we need to experience as humans, because we're here in this slow, third dimensional way of experiencing things. He's already doing it at the level of the soul. You're click, 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 click. But it has to speed up inside of us to get, to get our attention in our brain and in our body and so on, and rewire the system. So that is already happened, but it's your experience that you want to have with Dr. Pillai. So there's so many times where I've been, working, and I haven't even been able to be initiated live when it's happening. But then afterwards, I will just go in and get the course and go through it, and it's really powerful. So don't feel like, oh my God, I didn't get it in the exact same time. I mean, if you can, do it at the 10 p.m. Eastern Daylight Savings Time slot, or 7 p.m. Pacific Daylight Savings Time, starting on the 15th. And then, so those people who are going to be initiated, you're going to be in the course. I'm not going to be able to be in the course until after, because I'll be doing this course for everyone else. So we're going to be logging on at the same time. So make sure you come. Freebies. The ones who, it doesn't fit into your budget, don't stress out, because you're going to be aligned with Dr. Pillai's energy at the level of the soul. And God only knows, he knows, who is sincere in heart, like he said today, in your heart, in your deep, deep inside of you, cry to the divine. So we'll be having that. I'll be continuing on until the 21st, which is Ganesha's birthday. And that will be the end of the initiation as well. Okay, thanks for us. So maybe we'll wrap it up, everyone, unless there are any burning questions. Froze is saying here, well, first of all, Michael, let's see. I really can feel the energy. It's amazing. Even though it's so tiny, the fire lab, you can really feel the energy. That's because the God comes in. And you're also aligned. You've been filling yourself up with Ganesha. So you can see what you've been doing. You can experience it. Whoa, I'm really logged on to this being. So grab on to the energy and then do your little mini fire lab. And Dr. Ply said you can do it anytime. So, and you can do it with a little tea light. Just be careful. Fire is fire, right? You don't want to mess around with it. Froz is saying here, hi Sutrita, I got very present to my anterior cingulate and von economo neurons. I felt it firing around the area from where my hairline starts and goes up and around inch towards the crown. Whoa, you were on fire. Awesome. Mel was saying, thank you so much for deep healing and dynamic meditation. It feels like layers of karma being released. Ganesha's light was so beautiful, alive, and hot. That's awesome. So definitely try out the fire. And what I do is I have the ghee lamp at my kitchen, above my sink, because I have like this window covering with tile. So it's near the sink, just in case something happens, it spills, you know, and you want fire flying everywhere. Not that it ever has, but you just want to be safe. And then the rest of it is clear. There's nothing that's going to fall. So it's there. And what I do is I just have the picture of Vyasa Draupadi. And then also my statue of Ganesha is there. And Dr. Ply is always there. So then I just can go at any time and just take a little, even if you have like a popsicle stick, let's try it. So, you know, you can just have a little popsicle stick like that. And then you can just be Om Gam Ganapataye Swaha. And see, it's not even burning the stick. So, you know, if it's because this solidified, but, you know, if it was just liquid, you just would drop it, you know, so you don't have to have anything really fancy. You see, it's just with the heat of the divine, it's already melting, not even near. So, and you only need a couple of drops. So try it with different utensils, but, you know, don't use one that you just had a ice cream with. You know, be using your common sense. When you're offering to the divine, you don't want to taste it and then do it. You just want to do everything that's clean and just for the divine. Oh, Adrian is saying here, I'm so grateful to my guidance for steering me to Dr. Ply for expanding my consciousness, explaining the meanings to Sutrita for your love and energy and helping us all. We're really happy that people are coming, because this is spiritual science. It's a science. It's your life is your experiment. So we're, like with science, we don't want to just do stuff and hope it all works out. We want to experience it. So when Dr. Ply gives the message out, not always, it's so much energy that we just will be in a different dimension and we'll be in a different state. So when we come together, the Ply Center teachers, we can, again, we can unpack it for you and just remind you, okay, remember when he said this? It's really, really important. Or remember when you can just put the little ghee in the lamp, you know, just take a little spoon and just say the sounds, Om Gam, and there you go. You know, you're calling on the divine, and you're doing it because he has given you the grace and the blessings. You don't have to none of us have been raised in it from 6 years old. I think that's when the priests, the Vedic priests start when they're little kids, and then they go away. They don't even live with their parents. They are just immersed in mantra day in, day out, all the rituals. That's the tradition. So we don't have to do that. You know, we can just, hey, you know, Dr. Ply just said, do this. Try it out. Jagadish is saying, will Dr. Ply be live interacting with us during the program? I'm not sure, but he, the first day, yes, he is. After that, I'm not sure. But the first day he's going to be in his puja room, like it's going to be like live. And he's going to have the everybody's name there. And you're going to be able to tune in, and you will know that he's praying for you. He's not, I don't think they're going to say out everyone's name because there's so many people. But Dr. Ply, here's the thing, is that he's the guide of your soul. So all these words and everything else, when I first started studying with Dr. Ply, I didn't even know he knew my name or anything. This was way before the internet and all the rest. And I was just following him around like white on rice. I just was not gonna let this go. And the highest education I've ever had in my life and continue to be unfolding. So at some point he just said my name. I was like, whoa, how did you even know my name? I know, you know, so these beings, they know everybody. They know the souls who are coming and getting the blessed. They have come from many lifetimes perhaps, and now it's time for them to get the blessings. So he will just be doing the puja, and you're already getting prayed. He's already thinking about you and praying for you. And you can be, every time for these next 3 days, really pray to him. Pray, keep praying and saying, you know, you can even say your name and your star, your birth star if you want to, that's fine. But just, Dr. Ply, please, please, please start the process. You know, allow me to experience the connection with you, so you'll just turn it on and fill me up. So okay. Okay, everybody, we should get going because we want you to jump over to the Ply Center practice via Dr. Ply's Draupadi Mini Fire Lab by one of the Ply Center teachers. I don't know who it is today. Everyone's been so fabulous leading, and it's kind of fun because everyone has their own unique way of communing with Dr. Ply, and you can tell he's coming through them. That's so natural for them. And then you'll have a different experience. It's not just you know, cookie cutter. So you're actually experiencing this Draupadi awakening through all the different people. So it's quite lovely. And the more the merrier. So jump on that for these next few days, because it's going to go. Why Dr. Ply is doing this is, the purpose he's doing it is because this is the month of Adi. It's the kickstart of 6 months of very spiritual energy, tons of spiritual energy coming, but we wouldn't even know about it. It would just be there. We wouldn't really be able to tap into it. So he's calling in the goddess to come in, because this Adi month, mid-July to mid-August, is the month of the goddess. So the Kundalini energy is rocking. That's the highest intelligence, but it's kind of stuck. So it takes, you know, that period of time for all the goddesses to come in and do the house cleaning inside and make you to, you know, pay attention and make sure you honor her. And that energy will continue to keep moving up, 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 where it's easier to manifest. The link to the Pillai Center practice, you already have it, you're on it. So you just log out of this and then go on to Pillai Center practice, and you'll see the goddess Dr. Pillai. So we'll say Dr. Pillai's Draupadi mini fire lab, and then check for the correct date. So yesterday I was like, oh, I pulled up August 14th or something. I'm like, what? So just scroll over to find the video that has, it will be actually for us here in Eastern Daylight Savings Time, August 13th, because it'll be midnight. So look for the August 12th or 13th, depending on where you are in the world. So 12th if you're on the Pacific coast timing, the 13th if you're on here in the East Coast of North America, or on the East, it'll be well into the morning. So it will be August 13th. Shar saying, yes, Goddess Draupadi is alive, and every Pillai Center teacher who leads the mini fire. Well, it's not, it's just Dr. Pillai is making all that to come alive. He's doing it because trust me, I'm like, okay, I'm just going to do this. And whoa, where is that energy coming from? So it's radiating in the space and you're able to pick it up. So it's radiating in you too. We can go beyond all this technology, beyond this physical. She's in, and we just want to immerse ourselves in it. Michael's saying, are you talking about the 8 initiation, Shar? I'm not really sure what that means. Oh, Shar is saying the initiation is on the last day. Okay, maybe it is. You've got to, if you have enrolled in the course, then they will send you an email with everything, the whole itinerary. I haven't received it yet. So people who are in have enrolled in it, they will receive a welcome to the program, and here's the itinerary. So if you're saying that it's on the 21st, okay, cool. But that's his personal one, I believe, the live one. So the other ones are going to be perhaps webcasted. I don't know. Yes, there are 8 initiations. So please check out the link below here, this box that you're looking at, this video, right underneath it. So scroll up if you can't see it on your screen, and there will be links to the Living Ganesha course. Go check it out. Click on it and go in, and even click on join, even though you may not think you're going to join at this time. Just go in and read it, and you will experience these Ganeshas starting to come alive inside of you. All right, let's wrap it up, you guys. Let's get ready. So thank you so much again for joining. Thank you to our Pillai Center practice team of fabulous support people, Radha, Bhairavi, and whoever else was here. And then to each and every one of you for your commitment to waking up Ganesha consciousness inside of you. And then also collectively, we're creating a net or a network of people. So Ganesha we can catch him. We can catch him from the heavens, come in to the earth plane, and then he'll light up our lives all around the world. So God bless you all. We'll see you tomorrow night, same time. And otherwise we'll see you tonight at the Fire Lab. Let's see you tomorrow for the chanting. Namaste.